Hey everybody, I decided to do a demo video of my Sub 2000 here. So we'll start off by safety checking to make everybody happy. Okay, so the gun here, obviously a Kel Tec Sub 2000. This is the chrome version. It is 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. See if you can see that. And it takes the Glock magazines. The suppressor I run on it here is a Silencer Co. Osprey 45. It's a pretty good combination. It's not as quiet, I'm sure, as a 40 caliber suppressor would be on it, but it still does a good job. It does a great job on my 45 caliber guns, and it does a fair job on the 9mm as well. So anyway, background on the project here. I wanted to thread this gun, but I didn't want to go crazy, expensive, or really altering its state of appearance too much. I wanted to keep it pretty basic. I wanted to keep the forend on it. I didn't want to put a rail on it. I don't want to go crazy with optics. I wanted to keep the iron sights like this. I wanted to keep it lightweight and functional. It still folds and locks, just like it did in its stock form. This wasn't the easiest task to do. You got to cut the front sight off and remove the collar that the front sight sits on. You have to completely strip the internals here, which isn't that easy to do. It's even harder to put back together. But to me it was worth it. I threaded the barrel here half 28, so I have a half 28 piston in my Osprey here. One thing I actually had to do with this red line sight, the piston doesn't quite fit inside the sight, so I had to come in and remount the inside of the sight there a little bit so that it would actually screw in. It wasn't too much work, but just a little bit extra work to do. So anyway, there is my silenced or suppressed Sub 2000. I think it is almost one of a kind. You usually see them tricked out when you suppress them. I haven't seen one this basic and threaded. It's a really fun gun to shoot suppressed. This is the 40 caliber Glock magazines. They hold 22 rounds. They function very well in them. This is the imported 40 cal magazines. I think they hold 31 rounds. They function actually pretty well as long as you can get them to load. But still fun to shoot. This is the imported, I think it's from Korea, 9mm Glock drum. I actually converted this drum to run 40 cal. In the process you lose a couple or few rounds, so it holds 47 or 48 rounds instead of the 50. But it's the only 40 caliber drum that I know of. You can't really buy these on the market, I don't think. So I decided to go out and build my own. This combination gets a lot of looks when I'm out shooting it. Suppressed Sub 2000 with a drum. I haven't seen a combination like this that folds and locks. You know, it's pretty badass looking. Still very functional for the gun's intent of being compact. If you happen to have the 9mm version, you can throw in these beta magazines here that are ridiculously huge. I don't feel like converting this one. I think it would be a bit more of a daunting task, so I'm not going to tackle that. I was willing to do this 50 round drum because these are so cheaply had. I could toss it if I screwed it up and try it again, but luckily I managed to make it work on the first time, so that was quite the adventure. This whole gun here, it wasn't a whole lot of work, but it took quite a bit of research to see what other people were doing and deciding what I wanted to do with it. I'm very happy with the results. It shoots very well. It's fun to shoot. Gets a lot of looks. Anyway, I just wanted to prove that it was possible to suppress these and keep them pretty basic without spending a whole lot of money on them.